And posting a letter on X saying, quote, "I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term."
I think today we should focus on Joe Biden's incredible legacy of service to our nation, his selflessness, his accomplishments in his decades in the Senate.
In a separate post, he went on to say that he is endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee.
I fully support Kamala Harris. And in fact, she's been trained by the best. Joe Biden was a vice president himself, and so she probably had the best mentor.
The announcement following weeks of mounting concerns over Biden's stamina and age. Calls for him to depart the race came after a widely criticized debate performance hosted by CNN less than a month ago. The president said he will address the nation later this week. He's currently isolating at his home in Delaware after testing positive for COVID Wednesday, just before he was supposed to speak at an event in Las Vegas. The Republican nominee, former President Donald Trump, responding to the news on Truth Social, saying, quote, "Crooked Joe Biden was not fit to run for president and is certainly not fit to serve and never was. It has been decades since a sitting president has decided not to seek re-election and drop out of the race. The last was Lyndon Johnson in 1968. At the White House, I'm Karen Kafa reporting.
Heavy security measures are already being implemented hours before President Bongbong Marcos's third State of the Nation address, or SONA. And to get the latest on the ground, we have mobile journalist Merimon Reyes live from Batasang Pambansa Complex. Merimon, anong nangyayari na dyan as of the moment?
Yes, good morning. As of today, unang-una natin na naobserbahan pagpunta dito sa Batasan Complex was the flow of traffic, especially from the QZ Memorial Circle up until the long lane of Commonwealth. Nakakalat na agad doon ang mga security officers natin from PNP, QCPD at mga galing sa iba't ibang mga PPO tulad ng sa Laguna, Rizal. Nakakalat na rin sila doon. Especially ambulances, first aid stations, they are also situated around the Commonwealth. And as of entering the Batasan Pambansang Complex, nakakalat na rin dito ating mga security officers, especially when it comes to security measures such as yung mga ipinagbabawal na mga gamit tulad ng mga sharp objects, especially ang mga ang mga baril, dahil nga sa nationwide gun ban na nagsimula nga nitong July 20 up until midnight of today. As of today, canceled din and suspended lahat ng classes of all levels, public and private along QC. This is to pave way and to give way for today's SONA. Especially para nga sa daloy ng trapiko, para nga hindi magiging mabigat, lalong-lalo na meron ding rerouting na ginagawa para nga magbigay daan dito sa SONA. And tungkol nga dito, mahigpit din na nilang binabantayan ang mga bagay na ipapasok dito, pati ang mga identity, dahil nga nakakatakot na magkaroon ng mga threats sa loob nga ng Batasang Pambansa. Pagdating naman sa mga bisita, inaantabayanan pa natin ang kanilang pagdating mamaya dahil nga sa ngayon ay maaga pa. Pero para sa mga pupunta pa dito sa Batasang Pambansa, asahan natin ang daloy ng trapiko na medyo magiging masikip na dahil kanina pa lang 6 a.m. masikip na ang daloy ng trapiko. Kaya naman kailangan na natin busisiin para na sa lahat kung saan ba ang mga rerouting paths na kailangang puntahan. Balik sa'yo.
Merimon, nabanggit mo nga na posible pang sumikip ang daloy ng trapiko mamaya mas malapit sa oras ng SONA. Pero may nakikita na ba tayong mga protesters dyan malapit sa Batasang Pambansa?
Yes, especially in front of Home Depot Commonwealth, marami na agad ang nakahilera dito na protesta. And as of now, inaasahan nga nila na baka mas dumami pa ito, lalong-lalo na kahit sa mga lugar na hindi designated areas of protest. Nakita na natin kanina pa lang 6 a.m. marami ng mga nakahilera, lalong-lalo na galing sa mga transport sectors at iba pa mga sektor na nagre-representa sa kanila mga advokasya o kanilang mga pinaglalaban. Pero silipin pa natin mamaya kung gaano pa karami at kung aabot ba hanggang sa labas ng Batasan Pambansa Complex itong mga nagpo-protesta. Pero as of now, in control pa, especially when it comes to traffic. And yung daloy din ng mga tao pumupunta, kontrolado pa ito because of the security officers and traffic enforcers na nakakalat nga sa Commonwealth.
Merimon, may idea ka ba kung ano yung mga tatalakayin ni President Bongbong Marcos sa kanyang ikatlong SONA?
Specific details were not yet given, pero as of the weekend, nabigyan tayo ng update na fine-tuning na lang ang ginagawa ni PBBM at check pa nga na nila sa final stages of editing yung kanyang speech. Pero as of now, bibigyan nga raw tayo ng updates tungkol sa mga progress sa kung ano yung mga proyekto pa na gagawin after SONA, plus updates sa kung ano na ba ang na-achieve at na-accomplish sa lumipas na taon.
Yan, aabangan natin yan mamaya, no? Thank you very much. That was mobile journalist Mary Mon Reyes reporting live from the Batasang Pambansa Complex. Political strategist Malu Tequia shares what she wants to hear from President Bongbong Marcos's third SONA. And here's an excerpt from her interview on The Big Story.
What are you hoping to hear? Of course, we have a lot of, all of us want to hear a lot of things, but what are your top 3 things that you want the president to address?
Well, my top 3 things are one, it's all economics. One is on inflation, what is the plan of the president on reining inflation, because inflation has an impact on the prices of commodities. Utilities are increasing. The gasoline prices are increasing. So all these things are very important in looking at and dealing with inflation. Second is I'm very particular about salary or wages, because right now the increase of 35 pesos may not redound to a win-win situation for daily wage earners. And third is the job market in the country. We need to produce more jobs because there are more graduates joining the economy. It is graduation season, so it's very important for us to be able to place these graduates and make them productive.
Okay. Actually, that coincides with the Post-Asia results that was released just a week or so ago.
Earlier this week.
Controlling inflation, increasing the pay of workers, and reducing poverty were the top 3 concerns of Filipinos and top 3 things they wanted the president to address in the State of the Nation. The fourth was more creating more jobs, which was your third point. Yeah.
It's actually the result of polls dovetails the results of Pahayag, our quarterly survey. The total of those 3 pointers are 56%. So it's a huge number to begin with, since apparently the administration has not adequately handled it.
Catch One News's special coverage of President Bongbong Marcos's third SONA. Join Ed Lingao, Gretchen Ho, and Angela Castro in discussions before and after the SONA. The coverage starts at 3 in the afternoon, only here on One News. Tune in to Signal TV Channel 250 HD and Channel 8 SD and on Signal Play. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Let's now check in on the weather. Pag-asa weather forecaster Ana Clauren is now on the line. Magandang umaga, Ana. Ano ba ang latest ngayon sa bagyong Karina?
Yes po, magandang umaga rin po sa ating lahat. Ito pong severe tropical storm Karina was estimated at around 420 kilometers east of Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. And the maximum sustained winds was up to 100 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 125 kilometers per hour. It is slowly moving north-northwestward. And currently po, meron tayong nakataas tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 over the eastern portion of mainland Cagayan, particularly in Santa Ana, Gataran, Baggao, Peñablanca, Lalo at Gonzaga. And signal number 1 din po sa northeastern portion ng Isabela, particularly the Divilacan, Palanan, and Maconacon. So ito po nga mga areas na to is directly maapektuhan po ng bugso ng hangin na dala nitong bagyong si Karina. And for the heavy rainfall outlook, ngayong araw, inaasahan po natin ang heavy to intense na mga pag-ulan dala nitong bagyong si Karina sa extreme northeastern portion ng mainland Cagayan, samantalang moderate to heavy rains naman sa may Babuyan Islands at sa eastern portion ng mainland Cagayan at Isabela. Doble ingat po sa ating mga kababayan sa banta ng mga flash floods and landslides. Samantalang na-enhance naman nitong bagyong si Karina, itong southwest monsoon o habagat, na magdudulot pa rin po ng mga kalat-kalat na mga pag-ulan o mga monsoon rains. Ito po, ibig sabihin po nito, pabugso-bugso yung malalakas na buhos ng mga pag-ulan, partikular na sa La Union, Pangasinan, Benguet, Zambales, Bataan, Cavite, Batangas at Occidental Mindoro. Samantalang dito sa Metro Manila, Rizal, Laguna, Pampanga, Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, Bulacan, Abra, ibang bahagi pa ng Ilocos Region at Kalayaan or Calamian Islands ay makakaranas din ho ng occasional rains o yung kung minsan may bugso po na malakas na mga pag-ulan dala ng habagat. Kaya doble ingat po sa ating mga kababayan sa banta ng mga pagbaha sa mga nabanggit na lugar. At as of 8 a.m. today, meron nga ho tayong yellow warning na nakataas sa may Cavite, Batangas at Bataan. Ito pong mga areas na to ay posible hong makaranas ng mga pagbaha dala po nitong malakas na mga pag-ulan dala ng habagat. Samantala, may naasahan ho tayo mga light to moderate to the occasional heavy rains sa may Zambales, Pampanga, Metro Manila, Rizal at Bulacan. At meron naman hong nararanasan ng mga pag-ulan na sa bahagi ng Laguna at ilang bahagi pa ng Quezon. Doble ingat po sa ating mga kababayan dahil maulan na araw po yung inaasahan natin ngayong maghapon. Base naman sa latest track nitong bagyong si Karina, dahil nga bumabagal o mabagal yung kanyang pagkilos, posible pa po itong lumabas na ating area of responsibility by Wednesday ng gabi o Thursday ng umaga. Yan po yung latest dito sa Weather Forecasting Center. Ito po si Ana Clauren. Magandang umaga.
Alright, maraming salamat po, Pag-asa Weather Forecaster Ana Clauren. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.